Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to our thriving community. If you're tuning in again, you already know the drill, and if you're new here, a warm welcome to you. Remember our previous encounter where we dived deep into the art of one-way smokes? I was thrilled to see the reactions, especially the one saying, "Totally gonna steal your one-way smokes." To which of course my reply was, please steal them, just let me know if they work for you. That's the essence of this channel. So what's on the menu today? Well, how do I strategize? What makes me choose one play over another? And here's the kicker. How can you borrow these strategies, or better yet, learn to counter them effectively? We kick off on Bind B side with Breach planning to use his ult.
If we are steps, I instant ult.
For some reason he decides to blind me too, which forces me to escape with a shrouded step. This plan fails miserably, and since I have the advantage being in the smoke before Jet, she gets taken out as I make my escape. I throw my smoke as I jump out of hookah window. You've got to learn to use Omen util while on the move. Unfortunately, Cypher's ult revealing me means I need to switch positions into tube. With 5 enemies fast approaching, I've got to transform yet again into a massive rat. With that smoke advantage, I take out Sage while backing out to change position. This smoke gives me so many angles to play from. Reyna arrives and leaves quite quickly as I blind the enemy Reyna and Jet. They almost aligned perfectly, which should have given me 6 kills that round.
What play nice choice?
In this round, I smoke bottom mid. My nemesis smokes top mid. How interesting. For now, I have to wait for the smoke, so I check nobody's lurking A lobby. Once the smoke clears, I slowly slice the angles to hit 3 overly excited enemies.
Nice.
I smoke mid at the same time as Phoenix. Looks like we both have the same idea, which is cross no man's land and head for A. I smoke off garden and get us onto the site. Now I plan to hold the spike from A main so I can use my one-way smoke that I showed you in my last video. But the door gets broken before I can escape. So why not create my own door, which gives me, you guessed it, an advantage.
One enemy remaining.
Now we have no idea where Omen went, so I chill in here until he shows himself. Phoenix takes care of the rest.
Well played, team. Very well played, Omen.
I've shown you this smoke before, but in case you don't remember why it's so effective, let me remind you what the secret is. The first is these boxes, which you can teleport to without exposing yourself to your own smoke. The second is using your blind on such a tight space. Once you hear the enemy rushing towards B, place your smoke here.
Oh, B.
And when you hear enough footsteps close to you, throw your blind. You can then teleport onto any elevation on the boxes without entering your own smoke.
Omen.
I've got my kills, I can escape and let my excited teammates take care of Sova.
Nice. Nice play, Omen, man.
On Bind, this is how I support A side when I'm playing on B. At the start of the round, I position my smoke on the corner of the boxes on A short. Then I strictly look at the map. As soon as I see a single enemy, I throw my smoke across the map. Because I'm so far away, I need to do this immediately. In this round, Omen decides to use his ultimate. I look at the map and make some quick calculations. In this situation, Omen only has 3 options. Teleporting elbow, Breach would hear his ult sound if he did that. Teleporting heaven, Reyna or Sage would also hear his ult sound, which only leaves one location he could be, spawn. This Omen player needs to watch my video on the top 6 ways to use your Omen ult. Now my nemesis has been taken care of, I can return to B side as the enemy decide to push it. I resmoke hookah,
Shadows traveling.
blind the site and garden. Now let me show you how I decide to use my ult to teleport into the teleport in a much safer manner and one that allows me to support my team more effectively. I smoke off garden as that's a common location the enemy likes to play in post-plant situations on Bind. I take out a fragile Jet through tube, followed by a Sage standing on a common angle.
One enemy remaining.
Time to smoke off the spike for ISO, but he's not interested. A shot to the face later and ISO takes the round for the team.
Nice.
Now let me show you an Omen execute on Lotus C site with a twist. At the time of recording, Lotus has just undergone some slight map changes, but you can still use the same execute. Place your first smoke on Waterfall
Shadows traveling.
and your second smoke on C Hall. Instead of blinding, this time I run back through C lobby onto B pillars, whisk my way past B main, C link, and finally take out Killjoy and Sky. I then teleport onto site and spot Jet on C bend. Now I was going to switch position to C hall, but I changed my mind and opt on doubling util with breach and finishing off an ambitious play.
Well played.
Thank you.
As I mentioned in my previous video, I've regained my love for Omen on Breeze. If you want to understand why, watch that video too. Our team push mid and I pre-aim nest, taking out Sky in the process. As I plan to also pre-fire tunnel, ISO uses his ult from the same direction. So I rush towards tunnel to see if I can catch him respawn. Viper appears out of nowhere and I spray control her and a respawning ISO. Now that they've both been taken down, they were most likely guarding B site, so it should be clear. I push the site with Sabine by blinding archers first, and as the spike is being planted, I push archers to see if I can catch someone off guard.
One enemy remaining.
Poor Cypher gets taken out and we have Chamber remaining with his ultimate. To help us out, I throw 2 smokes on tunnel and archers and head backside. Sabine then says this.
It's not planted for us though, so just be careful.
So that means I need to change my position so I can get a better view of the spike. So let's go B main, elbow, and prepare to peek chamber from a better angle. Fortunately, Viper's util took him out and we get the round. One thing I've noticed with Valorant players is that they try to save their util for later in the round. For example, keeping your Omen blind for a rainy day and end up not using it at all. In this round, I play an aggressive execute on Ascent B side. First, I blind the entrance, which should push anyone back.
Blinding.
Then I place a deep default smoke on Market and D-Hall. Because of the aggressive nature of our push, I know the enemy is distracted and I can activate my ultimate backside. As you can see, Sky looks lost and I'm sure the comms on their team were a little hectic.
Spike's online.
Now Phoenix plants the spike and Ego pushes the enemy along with everyone else, while I wait backside to defend the spike. Let me quickly take you back to a video I made where I said this.
One enemy remaining.
Ready.
With the spike sunbathing on the ground, I drop one last smoke top mid to secure the round. These types of smokes stop Phoenix from pushing us, and they also stop our team from pushing Phoenix and getting killed for no reason. I've experienced ego pushing end up in a 5-1 loss. Do you want to see what I meant by that? Watch this.
Upstairs.
Not ready yet.
That's right, don't ego push. Now I'm left in a 3v1 with Jet, Sage +1, and this terrible agent you should never pick. I smoke B stairs so I can focus on B lane. Jet gets taken out and instead of reviving a teammate, yeah, don't push my smokes, friend. Now I fake my shrouded step and fortunately clutch the round. They never learn their lesson.
Please don't push like that again, please.
And there you have it, another deep dive into the mind of an Omen main. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if any of this helps you in game.